We're on.
You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS. Oh, you don't wear headphones?
Yeah, well, I could. I mean,
You don't have to.
I'm a singer, so I just naturally love the sound of my own voice. So
Now
there we
now
go.
you
That's
can
so
hear-
much better.
Yeah, there's your volume.
Well, now I can do the jazz hour. How are you?
Hey,
It's
how
good to-
are you?
It's good to be back, Jonesy. How are you? It's
Nice,
good to see
nice.
you. We just came really to sexually harass each other, really, didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gotten to that point at this. Yeah.
Well, the last time we all took our shirts off when we was holding each other. We're gonna do that again. That's just the normal.
We do it before and after.
Yeah, it's
Show
it's our exit interview.
how great we're all aging.
Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Corey Taylor,
Yes, darling.
how are you, sweetie?
I'm good, man. It's good to see you.
And Jason Christopher,
Hello, my love.
bassist and guitarist. You're playing tonight at the.
Tomorrow.
That's
at the
what I said,
Roxy.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you did say that.
Tomorrow
I'm glad you
night.
corrected me.
But it's Corey Taylor and friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means it's Jason, our buddy Brandon playing drums,
Brandon.
and our buddy Brundon. Yeah, look up most popular baby names of 1984. And Zach playing guitar. And we basically just learned 2 hours worth of our favorite covers, and we're inviting people to pay lots of money to see us play them well.
Zach?
Zach Throne, yeah.
Oh, not the other Zach.
No, not the other Zach. An amazing dude, Zach Throne. He's played with a bunch of people, everybody from Pearl a Day to he does rock.
Rock the Vault.
Rock the Vault.
He's a Vegas cat.
In Vegas, he plays with Bruce Kulick. He's all around great musician. Brandon, the drummer, is in a band called Horror, which is kind of an amalgam. Like it's hip hop, it's punk, it's crazy. It's really good. They're like really an amazing new band, and we were lucky enough to get them, and we learned 25 songs in like 2 weeks.
Covers or just songs that you all do from
All covers. All
covers.
covers. Yeah, it's just all junk food, man. It's basically the song. It's like songs that we maybe never got a chance to see live.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like deep cuts, it's personal favorites, and if the audience likes it, they like it.
Is Electric Eye in there?
No. Oh, but God, we should have made
That
the
is
list.
way too easy to play and sing at the same time. All the things that we chose are
Yeah.
very hard to sing and play at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, that's very true,
Do
actually.
you remember we did that down at
did
the
that
Hammer of the Golden Gods?
That's right. With it was with Duff, wasn't
Duff,
it? Duff
yeah.
and Loaded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was his
dude, was
idea.
a killer. That was a jam.
That's a fun
I've
one.
seen that. There's a video of that, and it sounds really good.
Sounds really good.
And you look slick with the
Yeah, I put
mullet,
the shades on, yeah.
the short mullet.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
good.
It's pretty good.
It's really good. I'm there, 500 pounds. Look like Leslie West in the corner.
Was that a mountain joke? Oh my God! Nobody quotes Leslie West anymore. I love it.
He's actually a great guitar player, Leslie West.
He's really tasty, man. Like
Yeah.
he never got the credit I thought.
Never.
No. His tone was really smooth too.
Yeah. I'd like to get him on here. He's still alive, and he still
I think
does it.
so. Is it? Somebody Google Leslie West.
No, he's
Siri,
alive.
is
he?
Leslie West still
Are
alive?
you serious? You can't just do it at the computer.
Yeah, just say it. Just say it anywhere.
And someone
Someone's
will
phone
answer
will
it.
pick that up.
Someone named Siri will actually pop in. Oh, by the way, I have the answer to that question you just said out loud. That's where we're heading.
Leslie West
It's
is
we're
still
heading
alive
for the Android
and living in
like
Oregon.
era where you say like Siri, what is this? And then an Android appears and it's like, I have your answer here. That's and then somebody will have sex with it.
What about
Jesus.
what about
Sorry, what? I'm tired of being right.
I know.
No,
it's
yeah.
okay, honey. What about did you know Karl Lagerfeld? You know who he is?
Yeah, I know he is. I never met
He
him.
died today, 85.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Who was that?
He was like a fashion guru dude. He was a guy with the blonde hair.
Right. Someone
Yeah.
posted on Instagram
Yeah.
about him with the long coats.
Yeah, he wrote for Vanity Fair. He took over Chanel for a long time.
Yeah.
He was one of them icon fashion dudes, you know. And apparently, like, he spent more money on his cat than anything else. Like
Like
his cat,
Danzig.
like crazy money on his cat.
Well, I mean, it's easy that you could see that I would be into Carl, seeing as I scream fashion icon.
That's what
over
I
here.
thought when you walked in.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I took all of 10 minutes to pick this up off my floor. So, but it's the way I wear it.
It
Yeah,
is.
I'm just saying.
The
all
way
right?
you wear. I've been wearing this shirt for like 5 years straight. I just have 27 of them.
He does. It's very true. He is.
Thank you, Kelly Cole.
He's Goldblum in The Fly. He has the same suit over and over and over. Brundle Fly.
That was great.
Did
Great reference.
where you living in California?
Well, I'm bouncing back and forth. I still have the place in Iowa, but I live in Vegas, actually. So
You like it there?
yeah, it's cool, man. I mean, the cost of living's great. The real estate's killer, and it's My kids live. My daughter lives there. So
What's
I
the
get to see her.
longest amount of time you've spent there in one go?
Oh man, in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, I've been living there now for 9 years, and I think the longest stretch was, about 6 months, and it's cool.
It didn't bother you
No,
after 6 months?
no, not at all. Because I'm off the strip, dude.
You don't go into all that
Oh no,
mess, yeah.
Ugh.
It's a mess.
I would rather pound my balls flat with a wooden hammer than go there. I mean, I'm just saying.
But it ain't even like stylish anymore. It's just
Nah.
people in big baggy shorts and flip flops.
Mandals.
so real. It's,
You know what I mean?
It's like looking into the
Oversized
future of
football
the Sunset
shirts.
Strip, basically.
It is.
Ugh, brutal.
I'm really ready to move to Vegas.
Yeah, I mean it's. But the cool thing is that you get off that strip, and the locals are all cool. Like where I live is, I mean, it's so chill, and nobody really cares who you are or what you do. So you just live your life, which is all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Most of Vegas now is people that are fed up with LA and
Yeah,
just moved to Vegas.
very much so.
I was listening to a radio show. They were talking about a lot of people are moving out of LA.
Yeah,
More moving out than moving in, which was
Right.
the opposite.
But
the
it
last-
doesn't seem that way.
No way.
God,
At
no.
all.
They're all moving to Atlanta.
Well, I read something on the Twitter feed this morning that we're expecting some biblical proportions of flooding.
Oh, thank God.
You know what I mean? Like the dam's going to collapse, and it's going to be months of flooding. A lot of people.
Well,
Really?
thank God we live in Hollywood where nothing happens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
right,
don't know
like
why.
that.
I don't know why they. Maybe there's some truth in that. I mean, they're definitely talking about it. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
right.
Bring it.
Irrigation.
Bring the wave.
It's like free irrigation.
Yeah,
yeah.
Bring the
Yeah.
wave,
Whoever
wash
can't
the
swim,
people.
see ya.
yeah. Sink
Because
or
that's
Yeah.
all
swim.
I do. I drive around town.
Either
and I'm
grab
just
a
like,
pool noodle or catch a deep breath.
I drive around town and I go, you are never going to make it when the stuff hits the fan.
Yeah.
Okay, can we
You're
just talk
screwed.
about something right now?
Oh, here we go.
You're not going to
Okay.
swear. You're not going to
We're
swear.
lighting
I'm
the
not
fire.
going to swear.
Okay.
I promise.
Go on.
I already crossed the line with that whole
Yeah,
pounding the thing.
pounding the thing.
Yeah, that thing. You don't know. I could have been talking about beach balls.
That's true. That's what you was talking
Very
about.
true. I was talking about beach balls. That's why we didn't have to, do the 7-second. Okay, if I see one more person make a left-hand turn from the right-hand lane, they are getting shoved into oncoming traffic by my car, and I have the insurance and the money. I am so tired of it, and they all
You
look at
need
me
the
like,
missile.
"What?" And
You
I'm
need
like,
the missile app on your phone. It brings the missiles out of the sides of your car doors.
you
Or,
maybe you're
or
right.
you just get the
Few
old
more
thing
albums.
that the cops put on them ram things.
Yes.
Yes.
I need to learn the pit maneuver.
You need
Yeah, yeah.
that for your deal.
Spin 'em
Yeah, I could probably get them on my truck. Actually.
I probably should, yeah. And I don't even really like my Jag, so I could do some damage to it.
It stinks.
The lease, yeah, I totally did. Yeah, the lease is almost up.
But it is crazy, man. It is the way people drive is really out of
It's
control.
really bad.
It wouldn't bother me as much if there weren't like a billion people driving like that. Like,
But
it's-
I'm also that guy that lives in Hollywood and yells at the tour van in front of me.
Yeah,
What are you
totally.
doing?
Oh, come on! Nobody cares about that building. Nobody ate there.
Marilyn Monroe did not live there.
Nobody lived there. It was a pink berry 3 months ago.
Yeah, where I live in Beverly Hills. You
Okay.
know, and it. I mean, even at night they're around there.
Yeah.
Look at that house. Gregory Peck
Yeah.
used to live there. You
Really?
know, Quinn Martin lived over there. You know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you're not seeing nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're seeing a driveway. That's all you get, and a bush. Sweet. Yeah. For an extra $20, we'll take you to a place where you see way more when it comes to bush.
But like I used to be able to drive around, and I used to be able to
He's
get
on
like,
fire, this guy.
yeah. Oh, dude, you should have heard him on the way over here.
My God.
Is he rehearsing his lines?
He's worse out here driving than in the airport walking. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's so
I
out
am
of
a
control.
brutal airport walker. I have
One time he
checked.
shoulder checked a 12-year-old girl.
Okay, she was 14 and she was
You
in the
did
way.
not ask her age.
She was in the way. All right.
She was in the way.
She was
but
in the way of
shoulder checked her from the back.
of the.
I just kept walking.
it
I was
the-
like, dude, you just hit her. So she was in my way. Like with Slipknot voice. It wasn't even like Stone Sour Corey. It was Slipknot Corey. I was like, I'm out, dude.
Well, now that her litigious parents know who it was.
Do
thanks,
you
dude.
do you still do Slipknot?
Yeah. We're recording a new album right now.
And when you do Slipknot shows, do you still wear the mask?
Oh yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't have to, but we want to. You
Yeah.
know? So I'm working on. I got a new one going on right now, which is really, really cool.
A new mask.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's sick.
Do you have someone make them for you?
Yeah. We work with a bunch of different people. Right now, I'm actually working with Tom Savini, the special effects artist,
yeah.
like the master. You know.
Yeah.
And, so I went out.
Monkey shines.
I went to his school, and he molded my, like, he did the head
Yeah,
casting and stuff, and I got pictures of it, and I'm just like, this is one of the coolest things I've ever done, man.
But it doesn't. The mask, it doesn't cover your ears, right?
No.
So you can hear.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah, and I use in-ears, especially on stage
Yeah.
with like all that stuff. So I always make sure that I have like a couple of straps, and then the ears are free, so I can get those going on like that.
You don't have a perspex around the drum kit, though. Please tell me you don't do that.
To do what?
Like perspex around the drum kit.
No.
You know, like people have these things.
The plexiglass.
Yeah.
No, but Roy did on Stone Sour for a recording that we did. We did a live recording, so we
Okay.
locked that off. But it was very strange. I'd look back at him, and all I saw was myself, and I was like, "What?" Oh, yeah, that's right. There's
Sebastian
some
Bach
weirdness.
used to make Bobby Jarzambek put
No.
the plexi up every show.
You're kidding.
Dude, I can't hear myself, man. Come on, man. We gotta put these glass up things.
Love you, Sebastian.
Oh my goodness.
It just doesn't look like rock and roll to me.
No,
You know what I
it's-
mean?
There's that band Starset where they put the drummer in like a whole glass case of emotion.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't. Hey, and I'm not saying that. 'Cause I don't know their music, so I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's like weird. It looks like like one of those escape rooms where you got to find the clues
Totally.
before they start the song. It's like, all right, I found this one. 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, all right.
We're here with Corey Taylor
Sorry.
of Slipknot and Stone Sour and bassist, guitarist Jason Christopher. We're going to play some rock and roll right now on Jonesy's Jukebox. Jonesy's Jukebox. If only it was Jonesy's Jukebox.
But
On KLOS 95.5, we're going to play some Velvet Underground. I'm waiting for the man.
oh yeah. Just gonna let that decay because it's so.
So great.
You're, li-
Yeah.
you're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS with my guest Corey Taylor
Yeah,
and
look.
Jason Christopher.
Hello, love.
They're playing tonight.
Tomorrow.
Why do I keep saying tonight? I know what it is.
Because you want us to play tonight, even though you've already said you're
I'm
not coming to the show. That's right.
If
Absolutely.
only you play tonight, I'd come.
Hey, totally be there. If you already made plans. Yeah. Love to see him. Ladies and gentlemen. Is he in the back? By further ado, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh.
So you played the Roxy
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Yeah.
You with friends.
Yes.
That's what it's billed as.
Yes.
That's what it's going to sound.
And they're like real friends.
Yeah.
And
they're
you're doing-
actually friends of mine.
And
yeah.
you're doing all covers.
Yeah, all covers. And there'll be some guests getting up, some singing, some playing guitar. Yeah, it's gonna be.
What
pretty
bands? Can you say what bands you're covering?
Cool. We're doing everything from the Clash and the Damned to NXS and Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
Even throwing some Boz Skaggs in there. That's true. That's true.
True statement.
That's okay.
Truth with a capital F.
Truth.
Double
Proof. Yeah. It's-
Boss Kegs, you're doing Lido?
Yeah, of course. It's the only
No
Boz
songs.
Stagg
It's the only
song
song he's
anybody
got
knows. Come
on
on,
the album.
That's like saying, "Whoa, well, which Status Quo?
Which
song
Turtle song are
playing?"
you doing?
I don't know. Yeah,
Let me guess. Hall and Oates. Not
You'll
Man,
never guess it.
no,
Not
you won't.
Man Eater.
Oh, that would be so good. The Hey Man Eater.
Hey man, eater. Hey man,
Man!
Hey man, big mouth. So yeah,
I never
so
guess it's a rarity. Like, is it? Well,
It's not a rarity. There's just so many to
they
choose
have so
from,
many.
you know.
hits,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
great
I mean,
songs.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that like everything we picked, if you're a connoisseur like us or snob, I guess, a music
Yeah.
snob like us,
Yeah.
you'll know the tunes and you'll be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe they're playing this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way we picked it. We were like, "What are the songs that we have always wanted to play?"
Yeah.
And let's just kind of go from
And
there.
let me tell you that one of the best things you'll ever see at a Corey Taylor and Friends show is the two big dudes in Slipknot shirts that came to hear some version of Spit It Out or a
Yeah.
Slipknot song that are like, "What's this?" You know, and then like 3 songs in, they're like, "Hold me closer, tiny dancer," they're like crying and
Oh,
holding
yeah.
hands. It's
Yeah, they
amazing.
got
Well,
their
that-
arms around each other.
Well, that's my question. Like, I would imagine most punters who come and see Slipknot are kind of one-minded,
Well,
or are they like really
kinda.
underneath it all? Everyone likes to hear a
Yeah.
silly pop song.
He always
Yeah,
plays the guilty
absolutely.
pleasures that you listen to with the windows up, you know, and
When we
like,
were doing
makes
the-
it free.
That first tour that we did, the acoustic run together, we were doing like kind of half like Stone Sour and Slipknot stuff, and then half like a bunch of covers, and we threw in "With or Without You" by U2.
Yeah.
And you've never seen a room of drunken, big, burly dudes singing
amazing.
the end of it. Whoa! Out of key. Like we've had to tune them out because they're so out of key, but it was so amazing. They were
Yeah.
like, "We love this song," and I went, y'all have to give away Slayer albums now. I don't even
Everyone
wanna hear
give me
about it.
one Slayer
You give me
record.
one Slayer album, but you have to because you sang that song with me. So
Let me guess what other band you're doing. You're doing Nickelback songs?
yeah.
Here
There's
he
a
comes. Here he
solid
comes.
hour of it. Go ahead. Like, is somebody texting you questions to ask me?
No.
Just to get me wound up?
No, they're like the scapegoat of rock and roll.
They really are. However, they are passing the baton to Imagine Dragons right now, and I love it. It's people.
Who are they? I've never heard of them.
Well, I'll tell you what they are. They're awful. So that's cool. And they're from Vegas. So I'm going to go home
He's
to
gonna run into them in a
protest.
gas station.
Can't show my face in this town now. Yeah, they're like people are slowly coming back to appreciate Nickelback and then just turning their was it irksome ire towards Imagine Dragons. They're that I feel it in my bones. That one, whatever.
They're like the
It's all the
hipster
same.
Nickelback.
They kind of are.
Hippleback.
Hippleback.
Hipper.
Nippleback.
Yeah. Never
Yeah,
mind.
something like that. Google alert.
Google
Here
alert.
it comes.
Siri.
Yeah. Ask Siri. Quick. Siri, who's the Imagine Dragons? There you go. Be prepared for this to turn into 20 clickbait news stories, though, by the way.
So what else? What else have you been doing for the last 10 years?
Oh, you're just driving a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a rage.
Well, I mean, besides Stone Sour and stuff, just just making music, and I like the last book did pretty well, America 51, and other than that, just hanging out with this guy.
You got a good radio voice.
I do all right.
Everybody on the radio says that.
Yeah, even when it doesn't work, it's actually pretty good for this.
No,
so.
you good. You got a good
Yeah.
voice.
I had a show for a while on Apple Radio actually, and I wanted to do like a proper just rock show, and it just never felt comfortable.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because of the people who I worked with. It was just like sort of they didn't want to push it because to me it was kind of like this. I just kind of played like the stuff that I wanted to hear and hope that everybody else wanted to hear it
Yeah.
as well. And
But
they
it's-
were
it-
like pushing more modern stuff that
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
to
yeah,
listen
yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
That's why he hates Imagine Dragons so much.
And plus, on that level, Apple, whatever it is, it's such a broad spectrum. You
Yeah.
just get lost in there. man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
You
Yeah.
got 5 people listening to you.
Exactly.
You know
and
what I
it's
mean?
like at this point, it's like, why even dictate to me what I can and can't do if I'm
Yeah.
just kind of,
Yeah.
just throwing it out there and hoping somebody catches it in the first place.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
So, but other than that, just hanging out with this guy and making people angry.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. Hey, what are you gonna do?
Hey, what you got to do?
I should talk about the
Yeah.
Cherry Bombs.
Yeah,
real
go
quick.
on.
My girls' group that is opening the show tomorrow, which is going to be really, really cool.
They're amazing.
Yeah, Cherry Bombs are.
What do they do?
They're a dance troupe that kind of does everything. They're doing a limited show in the Roxy because of fire requirements and all that crap. But yeah, they're kind of like Cirque du Soleil meets Jim Rose Freak Show meets the I don't know, what's a dance troupe.
Girls that do like Harley stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So it's like these sexy
Sturgis.
girls
Oh, that
dancing and doing crazy fire and aerial and stuff. Like,
They're
they can't do it
they're like-
tomorrow.
I'm also in a relationship with one of the Cherry Bombs as well, and
Yeah.
she's like the girls are the most amazing talents I've ever seen.
it's crazy.
Like what they do with fire and these metal cubes and the ropes and the fishnets and the
Oh boy, he's gonna need a moment.
I need a
Guys,
minute.
He needs a minute.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, he's starting to strain.
it's getting hot in
Yeah,
here,
yeah.
Steve.
He's
Okay, let me think of what Clash song you're doing.
Never.
Oh, boy.
Never in a million
yeah,
years.
you won't.
Guns of Brixton?
Should I stay or should I go?
Although although Guns of Brixton is my favorite.
It is my favorite Clash
song.
Is it your favorite Clash
Yeah,
song?
that's
Did we
why
just
I
become
quoted.
best friends?
Yeah, we did. We're gonna do karate in the backyard. No,
You know who sings that, right?
it's the drummer, isn't it? Or the bass player.
Yeah.
that's
Paul-
it.
Paul
That's why
Simon.
I
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
it.
That's why I like it so much.
Is that why you tried to
man.
get us to put it on the set?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I think we're going to play it now.
Oh,
Well,
really?
we'll give you two more
I
guesses.
love it.
Two more guesses for
Okay,
the Clash song.
It's a rare one.
Yeah. It's a B-side for the modern Clash fan.
Oh, Jail Guitar Doors.
No.
Nope. Not that B. Not that far down. One more.
Hitsville, UK.
Nice try. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Jones.
We almost did Safe European Home,
Yeah.
but then we changed it to the one we're doing.
That's track 1 off the second album, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Which
great
is a
tune.
cool tune.
Great tune.
That actually sounded like it was produced by someone who knew what they was doing, as
Right.
opposed to the first album, where the drums sound like a packet
That was
of crisps.
kind of the thing, though, wasn't it? I mean, it was like the lo-fi.
Well, not really. When we did our album, we got a proper producer.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Which, I mean, yeah, people get that impression that that's all you got to do is go in there. Like, the Damned album.
Yeah.
But that was done by Nick Lowe, who knew what he was doing.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
The guy-
and it's got such a pop on
Yeah.
that. So like
the
yeah.
guy who produced the Clash album was their sound guy who didn't know what he was
Oh,
doing.
that's right.
That's why it sounds the way
Yeah,
it did.
yeah.
I would love to have heard that album produced really well.
Somebody should remix it.
Yeah.
Hasn't that been done already?
I don't think so.
They
I
just
mean, I know they
remastered?
remastered a bunch of this stuff,
Right.
but all that does is just make the suck louder.
Right.
Yeah, I think I think you have to record the whole
Yeah.
thing again.
Yeah.
That could be something we could do
All right,
next
yeah,
year.
let's play something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's play
Guns.
Yeah.
Guns of Brixton, Jonesy's Jukebox, KLOS with my guests Corey Taylor and Jason Christopher. You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox, KLOS, that's Joe Strummer. Ride your donkey. That's an old reggae song from like
Yeah.
the 70s. It's a classic.
wow.
As they usually are with him.
Yeah. We're from the same kind of music. That was big for most kids in the late 60s, early 70s.
I was gonna say I read a lot of that because I've read a lot of the books about the scene back then.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
attracted you to reggae? I mean,
Well, it started for me when I was a skinhead originally,
Okay.
when I was like 12, around 1965. That was the skinheads. They just used to listen to reggae
okay,
and Tamla Motown and stuff like that. It just was I don't know how it came about. Prince Buster, and all that kind of early.
I was gonna
reggae.
say it's probably like a lot of like the earlier dudes who grew up listening to the blues and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of like the same kind of like you guys just looking for something new, or
I don't even know. I don't even know because when I was that age, I didn't understand other
Yeah.
than this is what you're listening to.
nice.
And we liked it though. It wasn't like
Yeah.
we didn't like it. And then when I became from 12 to like 14, that's when I discovered like, Black Sabbath and
Okay, yeah.
and Roxy music. Well, that was a little bit later, but then it all changed. Then that left that behind, and then started wearing platform boots.
Yeah.
The skinheads was the ones who beat up the guys in platform boots.
Yeah.
Then here I am in the platform boots
Yeah, right.
later. You know what I mean?
It's a strange,
yeah.
conundrum.
A lot of people get it confused as well with when you say skinheads, they automatically
Yeah,
think you're
yeah.
saying Nazis.
Yeah, that's not the way it was.
It wasn't, man. There was
Yeah.
a lot of black guys who were skinheads. We were all at school together. There was no racial weirdness.
Yeah.
If anything, it was appropriated later by the neo-Nazis.
It was taken to
Yeah.
other people trying to manipulate it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just want to say that. That was Joe Strummer. Did I say that right?
Yes, we
Donkey?
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we had Clash, Guns of Brixton.
Yes. Yeah.
That you're not doing that one.
We are
tomorrow.
not doing that one. Although you almost played the one.
I
that we
know,
were saying, but
I
we
know.
won't tell them.
We
what
won't
it
tell
is.
them.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we're pretty stoked about it. We
Yeah.
nailed it too, dude. Like, it sounds so good.
It
Now
sounds so good.
It sounds so good. And I don't even care if we jinx it because we nailed it in rehearsal.
I sound like
I just want you all to know if we suck tomorrow night, we nailed it in rehearsal. So yeah,
And we have it
whatever.
on video.
And we have it on video, so it's
so
proof.
you could
There's
watch
proof.
Instagram
There's proof
later
of it.
Proof.
when the show stinks.
So you're just going to do a one-off gig as this
It's
setup?
turned into a mini
It's
tour.
it's weird,
Actually.
man. Like we got this thing sold out like crazy fast.
20 minutes.
And then we started getting hit up by like promoters and stuff in the Midwest who had booked the Cherry Bombs. Actually, they're like, "Hey, we saw this. Would you mind us? Let's try and do something." So we're doing Green Bay, April
Wisconsin.
14th. Yeah, and that
which sold out in 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, and then we added a show in Dubuque, Iowa, which is about 3 hours from my house in Iowa,
Which
and that
sold
sold
out
out in
in
3 minutes. It's like
For real?
I mean, yeah. So now we're booking. We're in the process of booking 2 more shows.
We're
2
having
weeks after that.
booking contests to see
yeah,
if we can
28,
beat 3
this 27th
minutes.
to
If it
28.
don't sell out in 10 minutes, you're not doing it.
If it don't sell out in
Absolutely.
2 minutes, we're not doing
Yeah,
it.
it's like, look, it's obvious that the demand's not there.
And I think it's
okay, if
Dubuque-
there's still tickets after 3 minutes, there's no reason for us to show up.
I think it's Dubuquois. I don't think it's Dubuque.
Is it Dubuquois?
What's
A
that?
Dubuquois.
Some French dude moved to Iowa.
Okay,
It
look,
was like
all
I'm
of
naming this
Iowa
city
was
Dubuque.
settled by French fur traders,
All
man.
right,
I swear
sorry.
to God. Des Moines actually means the rivers.
Yeah,
believe
Des Moines is
Yeah,
a French
it's true.
word, right?
Yeah, yeah.
because
yeah.
Des Moines actually means the Moines.
And it's
okay?
it was actually it
Minus 5 degrees.
Was, it was
Is that what you mean?
yeah, and that's what temperature it is all the time.
and
in
that's
Iowa.
why I sit in traffic in Los Angeles all the time.
Oh, good lord. Oh, it's
So, like,
we've
never-
officially gotten there.
Never
Yeah.
Des Moines the bollocks.
No!
Bam!
That is pretty good, ladies and gentlemen.
Is the Sex Pistols.
That may be. We may have to
It's
use
these
that
Sex
as the name of the
Pistoles.
live album. Never Des Moines.
The bollocks.
I love it, dude.
Never Moines the
Woo!
bullets.
That's why I get the Starbucks.
That's true. They pay for your Starbucks. It's so good.
Starbucks. Is that what that means?
What?
Starbucks. Big bucks. Starbucks.
No, well, that's what I say. You know, like Wayne said,
a
that's why I
great-
get the
I
big
love
bucks, and I say that's why I get the Starbucks.
It made me think. I was like, is that where Starbucks got their name? Big bucks. Starbucks.
No,
well-
it's probably got to do with like seagulls.
No, yeah,
We don't have to get in this conversation, guys.
we
I'm
don't.
sorry.
Starbucks.
Let's ask that dude who's running for president
Hey
for
Siri,
no good reason.
where did Starbucks?
It is a word, though, isn't it? It does have a meaning to it, Starbucks.
It's well, I mean, okay, let's trace it all the way back. I guarantee you it has nothing to do with
It's from the
Battlestar
French
Galactica.
settlers, Des Moines.
Am I right? I
came
mean,
and-
come on.
Yeah, it was in that.
Apollo and Starbucks.
It was
were-
in that show
Yeah.
that was on Me
Battlestar-
TV.
Battlestar-
Yeah.
Battlestar Galactica, yeah.
You don't
It
think
was,
you got it from there?
No, because that doesn't have nothing. Has no correlation. But there's a mermaid in the
Nautical
thing.
character.
Not is it an
A
nautical character?
nautical.
Yes.
Is it the Americanization of the pronunciation?
Third caller
Is it
gets a
something
free
like
ticket to the
Stop
show.
Week? I don't know. No, that's not true.
Stop week.
Stop Week? It's Starbucks
Star
around these
BQ.
parts here.
Star
The way we
BQ.
say it.
So it's a nautical character. He's underwater guy.
So Starbuck the Mermaid.
It's Jason Momoa.
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 Mimosa.
A
Jason
16th
Mimosa.
century, 16th century Nordic woodcut. It's taken.
He said
That's
wood.
the second dumbest thing I've ever read.
Woodcut.
How much wood could a wood cut?
Yeah, how much wood could a Starbucks chuck? If a Starbucks chuck.
We're going to visit the Duke. We're here with Corey Taylor and Jason Christopher.
Sadly. Yeah.
They're playing next week at the Roxy.
Yeah.
People are driving to the telephone poles listening to us right now. Next week, we're playing last night at the Roxy.
We leave here in an hour to play the Roxy.
Yesterday.
You're playing on the roof, I heard.
That's right.
We're playing in the small
nothing,
room
like
at the
the
Rainbow.
Beatles.
nothing
Like the
but
Beatles.
out-of-tune Beatles covers.
Going to visit the Duke. We'll see you in a minute.
You are invited to join us here at KLOS in front of.
You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox on KLOS with my guest, Corey Taylor
It's descended into madness here.
and Jason Christopher. They're playing tomorrow night.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Roxy.
Yes, we are.
Corey Taylor and
Good job,
friends
Steve.
Yeah.
with his missus is dancing with all her friends.
Yeah. Cherry
What,
bombs.
the cherry bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extremely talented.
Good rock and roll too. They're playing they dance to like proper rock and roll. It's really, really good.
That was a sensational Alex Harvey band, Midnight Moses. Before that was Status Quo, Roll Over, Laid Down, and we started off with The Damned Eloise, originally a hit by Barry Ryan, cover in 1968.
Nice.
The production wasn't that great, but
It was interesting.
bit jokey.
Well, we said I was like, if this was the Damned, if filtered through Phil Spector, basically, like there's an amalgam of like instruments and weirdness going on.
Yeah.
So it's cool. It didn't sound like Vanian's voice though. That's why it threw me for a second.
Yeah.
He didn't have the full Gahan going on,
Do you?
The full Gahan.
which is who
Love
like
it.
David Gahan modeled
Love
his
that.
Really?
singing voice like after Vanian. He was a massive Damned fan. Yeah.
Really?
It's really cool, and to know that, and you're like, you start putting it together with
Yeah.
Depeche Mode, and you're
Makes
like, of course
sense.
he is.
Yeah.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
It's
For
very
sure.
cool.
Don't you have a book, Jason?
I do. I had to pull it off the site. It's called The
Rogue
The
to
Rogue.
Nowhere.
Like, what's my
Let
book
me tell you
called?
what the name of your book is, real quick, before you start talking about
It's called The Rogue
it.
to Nowhere, ROGUE.
Yeah,
Book of Travels by Jason Christopher.
which is a great turn of phrase, by the way.
Well, thank you very
very
much.
jealous that you came up with that.
I know.
So
Traffic
good.
in LA has its perks.
Yeah.
And it came about from Tom Kapanos.
Tom Kopinos. I got to pronounce his name right because he's like, dude, I love you. Thank you for giving me shout outs, but you're butchering my name.
Is it Greek?
It's
Yeah,
Kopinos.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
Greek,
Yeah.
It should be great. It better be
Creator of
Greek.
Sounds
Californication.
Yeah.
Hit me up on Instagram, got into my blogs. He was Googling you acoustically and then was like, who's that guy with you? And then Googled me and
Yeah.
my writing came up and he convinced me to write a book. So I did, and it did very well on my own. I self-published, and now it got picked. I got a 3-book deal with Rare Bird Publishing.
Do you have pictures in it?
No, but this one's.
No pictures.
Steven.
You make me laugh like Burt Reynolds when I come here. I was like,
And Corey, you have a
oh wait, let me hit the cough button.
Yeah, I have 4 books out, man. The last one, American 51.
Please tell me
What's that?
there's pictures in your book.
There's a few.
There's pictures of me in
yeah,
his-
yeah, it's weird. He's been in 2 of my books actually. He was in my first one, 7 Deadly Sins, and the last one, which was American 51. But you can't tell it's him because he's wearing a Ronald Reagan mask,
Yeah.
which is dope.
Yeah, I'm in like Point Break.
It's kind of cool. Like every one of my books has been they're very thematic. So the first one is about the 7 deadly sins and how I don't think those are technically sins. The second one is my experiences with ghosts. The third one is just how I hate everybody. It's my old man rant book,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is nuts. And then the fourth one was about politics.
Now, are you a conspiracist?
We were talking about this.
Going on YouTube, and then I said I like looking at stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
About conspiracies, and then we're on about how should I be doing that? Are they going to know that I'm looking at that stuff?
Yeah.
Then we went to Siri.
Yeah.
Knows everything anyway, right?
Yeah.
Siri, are
We were
you
talking
always
about
on?
the predictive algorithms that Siri might be like sucking out of the air into us. Like, but the thing is it has to recognize our voice, right? Like if you put like all of our phones on the table,
Yeah.
would my voice recognize?
We were driving
my-
with Dean
yeah.
Del Rey last night. Was in the back seat of my car, and I went, "Hey Siri, how do you get to wherever we were going to eat?" And his phone picked it up,
Yeah, which is weird, man. So it's like all these phones are just
and he
listening.
sounds just like Bon Scott. So
And
like, what am I?
he really does. Like if you sit and you listen to him, and then he's singing a Bon Scott song tomorrow night with us.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do you like? You can't mix Bon
I don't
Scott
sound
up
like
with
this
guy. You know?
I'm not talking like this, Siri.
Yeah.
It is
Now
funny.
you sound like Sanford and Son. I don't know what's going on over there.
I'm coming, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, that's a big one.
I guess the only way you can avoid it is not have technology, right?
Right.
If you're that worried
Right.
about it. I mean,
Yeah.
even though we say, well, 10 minutes later, I talk about apple pies, and I get a commercial for apple pies pop
Yeah,
up on my phone.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it bothers you,
Yeah, and I think we, and meaning we, I mean the older generation would be the only ones who could really get away with dumping this.
Yeah.
Because we know how to exist
New
without
people.
it.
Never,
We've
I'll
done
I'll
it.
never
No,
dump
that's like
it's part of their
the
arm.
millennials couldn't, and that's and that to me is a shame. Like we had to grow up. We grew up with one phone in the house. We grew up
I'll
having
go back to the
actually,
hard line in a second.
right?
Give me this-
I totally
this
do
cord
that.
right
However,
here.
being
I
an
can only go to the
addict,
end of the
I don't
kitchen.
know if I could, man.
I don't
I'm,
think so.
Oh, it's crazy.
I don't think I can.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I've gone down some crazy wormholes with this thing. And
Yeah.
it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I have to set screen time on this thing to make sure I'm off of it for like just so I can live
It's
a
the
normal
first
life.
thing I do when I wake up.
Yep.
It's the
Yeah.
last
It's
thing
the
I
last
do.
thing I do, yeah.
And even when I get up for a lag, I'm looking
Totally.
at it.
I go to pee, the phone comes with
Yeah.
me right
Yeah.
in my hand. 3 in the morning. Like
I have to put it
someone's-
down to buckle my pants because I was staring at it the entire time while I was peeing. That's sad, like that's ridiculous. And half the time it's like I'm not even on apps. I'm just checking to see if somebody's texted me.
Who likes me?
Who likes
Is
me?
anybody
Who
paying
likes me?
attention to the thinger?
Nobody likes me.
Speaking of which, I'm getting a phone call. I'm like, good Lord.
Hey, listen, so you're playing tomorrow night
Yes.
at the Roxy.
Yes.
Corey Taylor and friends.
Yeah. Special guests, including, but not limited to, Scott Ian and his wonderful wife, Pearl, are going to be getting up with us. Edie from that band Horror that I was talking about. Dean Del Rey, the comedian, he's going to get up and jam with us. Like, there's going to be a ton of people. And Juan Cinco will be joining us. Yeah. John 5. Come on. Do the math. What's wrong?
That
with
was
you?
fast.
Just looking at me.
I'm not that fast. I'm like, Juan Cinco, was he the bass player for Manson now?
No, from Rat, from 87
yeah.
from 87
The guitar
to
player.
the other half of 87.
The guitar player.
Yeah, exactly.
He was good, that
Yeah,
guy.
he's really good.
Round and round.
Yeah, with love, we'll find a way. Just give it time.
Well, that's it. Don't tell me you're doing that.
No, God, I wish. It's one of my favorite songs. I love that song.
It's a great
Great song.
constructed pop song.
a
guys.
great
Also,
pop song, absolutely.
Craig Gass is
Oh yeah,
doing a
Craig
little-
Gass is going to introduce us. He's going to do 15 minutes as Gene Simmons
from
Kiss.
Thanks for coming by. Have a good show tomorrow night.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for having us,
We'll look
Steve.
forward to not seeing you.
Yeah.
I mean, we know you're not going to be there.
Definitely.
It's fine.
Yeah,
But
talk to Siri. She'll
not
t-
even in spirit, too. And he's just like, I won't be there. Like, I'm not even going to say, I'll be there. No, I'm not going to be there. It's the worst Steve Jones impression ever right there. So
It's all good. It's
Yeah.
good. Good to see you. It's
good to see you,
We're going to
bud.
visit the Duke. See you in a minute.
Love it.
Def Leppard's Sin City residency is coming, and this week.